all things exquisite, expensive taste and higher end living. Always knew that I would get here. Let's toast to the life of excellence, like different views on this level. Yeah.
Yeah, I got different views since I done came in this truth. Yeah, I got different views, that's why I jumped in the booth. I'm a Jew, you could tell by much more than my hue. Got the elegance of a duke, aristocrat is the move. I exist amongst gods, giving earth living food. A prince of the power of God, soon they'll see the root. I dived in the book, came out with wisdom and truth. I learned to spit it real smooth through the ways of YouTube. Blessed are the feet of them that decided to teach. Blessed be his voice, throw it right on this beat, count sheep. Every one of them that go out and preach. After they heard the word, the spirit decided to keep in the street. While they preaching to the chosen and meek, but not peace. What we say and make you wake up from sleep, it gets deep. With this type of shit you cannot be weak. Cause if you weak, you can wake up in the hands of the thief. Different view.
Connoisseur with all things exquisite, expensive taste and higher end living. Always knew that I would get here. Let's toast to the life of excellence, like different views on this level. Yeah.
Yo, it's been a minute. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've been in the booth, but I told you I wasn't finished. I promise on the mic I can still put on the clinic. Eternally one of the 12 princes. You see these fringes? Since I was a youngin', I always feel like a judge. Born an aristocrat, royalties in my blood. Still the prodigy, known as Easy Money the Prince. Just walk with a new light, the kind that you can't dim. I told niggas I'm back and we shooting above the rim. The flow of Cash Money shot, I showed you I got the print. Ain't been in the booth since I was 17 years old. Suckers thought I fell off, now I've been getting dope. Been sitting back, out here working on my glow. Bruce rocking big chains, Rolex watches for show. Expensive garments, lilies not crosses. If you come through, baby, please be cautious.
Connoisseur with all things exquisite, expensive taste and higher end living. Always knew that I would get here. Let's toast to the life of excellence, like different views on this level. Yeah.
I've been looking for feel good, it's still hood. Fresh, leaving no prints like Uncle Phil would. I feel it under my chest, I'm getting further from death. I see his water protecting me like a shield would. Lot of rain, keep the feel good. We gotta bang just to feel good. They bang the set, keep a drumstick tucked to the chest. And them symbols, just a symbol for the love for the metal. Glitter with bezels, find Nirvana in a speaker. And my love for the ghetto, builders dilapidated bass, rattle trunk with the treble. At the corner we would try to be rebels. Cussing loud, smoking papers, who'd have thought of these devils? Had us under their clutches, guess the score wasn't settled. We the praise, so we praying in the hood, but we patiently waiting. Say the Shema when I rise, keep me away from the Satan. Put your spirit on my mind, give a song for salvation, yeah. The sun brighter when I hear your quotes, I feel lighter when I hear your notes. This a melody for everyone with felonies. Know you still got hope, I said you still got hope. The sun brighter when I hear your quotes, I feel lighter when I hear your notes. This a melody for everyone with felonies. Know you still got hope. I said you still got hope. Rise and shine, put your makeup on. Baby girl, why you take so long? Had a vision of an angel, I forgot how she looked. Cause I saw you when my brain clicked on. Now I sing this song. Yep. Rise and shine, get your makeup on. Baby girl, why you take so long? Had a vision of an angel, I forgot how she looked. Cause I saw you when my brain clicked on. Now I sing this song. Yeah, like Lottie Dottie, got the spirit riding shoddy with me. She a baddie, take her to parties with me. Help me focus on my studies, and we always see the darkest secrets. We read at night when the Father teaches. We keep it light, trying to brighten the night, even though stress is mounting. Had encounters on the devil's mountain. Felt the trouble when I stepped in the door, and I should have never doubted. He sent an angel, and I felt his power, still got hope. The sun brighter when I hear your quotes. I feel lighter when I hear your notes. This a melody for everyone with felonies. Know you still got hope. I said you still got hope. The sun brighter when I hear your quotes. I feel lighter when I hear your notes. This a melody for everyone with felonies. Know you still got hope. I said you still got hope. On that day, then every nation and kindred would take a bow before the Lamb and come and learn from the Spirit. It don't matter what you witnessed before. If you're living, then you still got hope. Yeah. On that day, every nation and kindred will take a bow before the Lamb and come and learn from the Spirit. It don't matter what they witnessed before. If you're living, then you still got hope. Yeah. It's brought around over here on this table. We want to make sure that everybody can line up and just get through smoothly. Put the plates, the forks, all that, line all that up. Hold on real quick. Move the tables over around the side like that. Yeah, because we got to make sure the walkway is clear for people to get through to the front. And then when we line up and do the prayers, we're probably going to like have everybody come around this way. And then we'll have Adawan Kanal do the prayers on that side. They'll start from the left and come all the way down. Yeah. Y'all love the feast days.
And shalom, shalom to everybody. Hey, can nobody see nobody? Where your brothers at? Shalom, shalom to everybody. This is another, of course, what you would consider as a MILF Monday, but instead we are presenting our new moon lesson, which is the fourth moon. Before we get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. I want to thank everyone for being here. Hey, this is the new moon, y'all. Hey, this is a wonderful evening, a wonderful night. We got our officer Keziah, who's going to be presenting our lesson this evening. So I want you guys to understand that we teach new moon lessons because we're supposed to, right? And we want you to be prepared. So please have your Bibles, please have your notebooks, please have your markers, your highlighters, all together. Be able to take these precepts down. Officer Keziah is going to come across and break down the new moon, and probably give some other lessons also with this. So if everyone is ready, but before we get started, as always, I want to go ahead and give some shout outs real quick. I'm gonna give a few announcements and then we can get started. All right. And of course, as we always see, who shows up always first, we got our mother, Yahana, Shalom, mother, Shalom, Ashar Kadasha, rock to everyone. Shalom, shalom to the mighty brother Nadiyab, who's up on stage. Soldier Nadiyab, shalom to you, brother. Shalom to the mighty officer Kowal out in Virginia. Always good to see him. Shalom to you, brother. Shalom to the lovely Ramonica Wade. Shalom. Shalom to, hey, check it out, y'all. Check it out. To Captain Eliel, Ashar Kadasha Rock. That's right. Hit the like button. Support the brothers. Captain is away tonight, so we have the mighty officer Keziah presenting our new moon lesson for this evening. Shalom to the lovely sister Yahaziel, that's House of Keziah. Let's see who else we got. Shalom to the mighty brother Keith Stringer. And anyone else who wants to get a shout out, just go ahead and drop a shalom in the chat. One of us will shout you out or put you up on the screen. All right. But Before we get started, real quick, if there are any brothers who want to do the work of the Lord with Anointed House of Saints, you can easily do that by sending us your interest through email at anointedhos@gmail.com. Please put your name, phone number, city, and state. Also in the description line, make sure you put prospect phase so we know that is why you are contacting us. All right, all praises. Also, our sisters. We have a sisters ministry, and we need your help. The brothers do need your help. The brothers of AHOS do need your help. We need help with the sisters. We need help with the children, with the younger sisters. If any sisters would like to do the work with Anointed House of Saints, please send us your interest at anointedhos@gmail.com. In the description line, make sure you put sisters ministry, of course, with your name, number, phone, city, and state. All right. Also, one more thing. Any brothers or sisters, it's to both, who would like to join the AHOS congregation, you can do so by sending us your interest. All right. Send us your interest about the congregation. This is where you're able to get access to the rest of the people of our brothers and sisters in the congregation, be able to speak with leadership, be able to contact and speak with brothers and sisters, to pray for them, to bring up ideas for the camp, all sorts of things, to study together. We have a great time. We joke around with each other. It's like a family, even though we're in different states. We come together on this congregation chat to fellowship. So any brother or sister who would like to be a part of that, please send us an email, anointedhos@gmail.com. You will be given a questionnaire before you're able to enter the chat, but it only takes a few minutes. Once you're cleared through that, you're able to join and be a part of the AHOS congregation family. All right. Also, one more thing, somebody pull up that calendar real quick, because we are memorializing and remembering the new moon this evening, right? So as you can see on our calendar, the AHOS Anointed House of Saints Feast Day Calendar 2026. If anybody wants a copy of this, send us an email and we'll get that out to you. But we are on our fourth moon. This is June 15th, our fourth moon. But also on the left side, our next feast day that will be coming up will be the Feast of Trumpets, which will be taking place September 11th. Be looking for a lesson for that also, all right? So without further ado, I'm going to let that down, the water. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and let our officer take charge. Shalom to you, kings. How y'all feeling today?
Shalom 2 times, not what's going on. Shalom 2 times, not y'all.
Shalom, everybody. I cannot complain.
That's right. That's right. Like, it's all yours, because all yours, officer.
Kadar Aharon, you know what I'm saying? Doing better than we deserve, Can't complain. All right, so cool. Look, we in here.
Salaki, real quick. We got some late stragglers. Let me shout them out. Let me give a mighty shalom to Officer Cassadia. Shalom to you, King. Shalom also to the lovely Asanaya. That's Yahweh. That's the house of Yahweh Dawa. Shalom to you, sis. Good to see you. And shalom to that mighty DTA, Soldier Nadab. Shalom to you, King. All praises. Salakia, officer. Go ahead.
No, you good. All right, cool. So yeah, we in here for the new moon. All praise to the Most High. We in here. I'm blow them trumpets a little bit later. So we just gonna go give a quick rundown on the new moon, things pertaining to the new moon, what to be aware of this month, focusing on this month. What you want to focus on is called watching your eyes. Pretty much whatever your eyes see and take in usually goes to your heart, becomes thoughts, and then it turns into whatever it's going to be, whether it's going to be a good action, sin, etc. So the whole theme of this is watching your eyes. All right, so we're going to start off too in Psalms 81:3. The point of this is just to show why we keep the dark moon and not the full moon, to our understanding, and make it make sense. So we'll start there. And when you get there, Nadia, start at verse 3, Babu Shah.
Khan. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 81, verse 3. And it reads, blow up the trumpet in the new moon, and the time appointed on our solemn feast day.
All right, cool. So let's get into this real quick. So when it says blow up the trumpet in the new moon, right? When you go into the Hebrew on this one, it says blowing the trumpet in the new moon. New moon will be Kadash, meaning new month or new moon, right? It says in the time appointed, right? That word right there for time appointed is Cassia, if I'm pronouncing it right, excuse me, but it means full moon, right? So the way it's written, I can understand why some brothers and sisters feel like the full moon and the new moon are synonymous, especially when it's written right here. It doesn't have an and. So they feel like the reference of the full moon is talking about the new moon, but we're going to show that it's not. All right. All right. So cool. Keep going. Verse 4.
Continue on to verse 4. For this was a statute for Israel and a law of the God of Jacob. He ordained in Joseph for a testimony when he went out through the land of Egypt, where I hear a language that I understood not.
Well, I heard a language I understood not. Right now, the point is verse 6. Go ahead.
Verse 6. I removed his shoulder from the burden. His hands were delivered from the pots.
Right. So now you got to ask, when is this? Right. It's during Egypt. So when the Most High removed his burden from us, etc., this was during the time of Egypt. Right. So when we came out of Egypt, it wasn't it was a full moon. Right. So now with that being said, when we blow the trumpet on the full moon to commemorate that, it gets people kind of confused. So the point being is, watch this. Go to Numbers 33, and we're going to show that we left Egypt on a full moon.
Numbers 33?
Yeah, start from the top. We're going to read 1 through 3.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 33, starting at verse 1. These are the journeys of the children of Israel, which went forth out of the land of Egypt with their armies under the hand of Moses and Aaron. And Moses wrote their goings out according to their journeys by the commandment of the Lord. And these are their journeys according to the going out. Verse 3. And they departed from Ramses in the first month on the 15th day of the first month.
Right. So departed from Ramses. Salakia, my bad. So departing from Ramses, right? That would be departing from Egypt. Now, when did that happen?
They departed from Ramses in the first month, on the 15th day of the first month.
Okay, right. So if we left on the 15th day, that's in the middle of that's in the middle of the month. So that can't be the beginning of the month. That can't be the new moon, right? The new moon always starts at the beginning of the month. This shows that we started in the middle of the month, or we left in the middle of the month. The Most High told us to blow the trumpet and the time appointed, which was when we left. It was on the day after Passover, right? All right. So let's see. Go to now. We have to show that the new moon is the first day of the month, right? So let's show that. Go to 1 Samuel chapter 20 and start at 24, and we're gonna read through 27. 27 being the point.
This is the book of 1 Samuel chapter 20 and verse 24.
Yes, sir.
And it reads, So David hid himself in the field, and when the new moon was come, the king sat him down to eat meat. And the king sat upon his seat, as at other times, even upon a seat by the wall. And Jonathan arose, and Abner sat by Saul's side, and David's place was empty.
Right, so King David wasn't there yet. Everybody was getting ready to feast, etc. King David's empty seat, wondering where the king's at. Or Slaki David is at this time. Go ahead.
Verse 26. Nevertheless, Saul spake not anything that day, for he thought something had befallen him. He is not clean. Surely he is not clean.
So he was kind of stressing. He was just like, man, David should be here. Like, all right, so something has to happen. He wouldn't miss this, etc. Right? So he's trying to figure out in his mind what's going on. Verse 27. Now, once again, this is the show too, what day it is. Go ahead.
Verse 27. And it came to pass on the morrow, which was the second day of the month, that David's place was empty. And Saul said,
Slaki, right? You can stop right there and hold that part. So it's the second day already, and it's already gone tomorrow. So it shows right then and there the new moon is the first day of the month. Always has been. So we see it can't be on the 15th, the 15th of the month. It's dead in the middle of the month. To be a full moon anyway. Full moon anyway. All right, let's see.
Wow.
All right, so understanding too, new moon always falls on the first day, of a biblical month. And we left Egypt on the 15th day, which was a full moon, showing the new moon and the full moon cannot be the same. They just can't be. Go to, where was going to go to Leviticus 23. I think we're going to hold that. We're just going to jump into the lesson too. Let's see. You got anything on that, Nadia?
That was plain upon tables, if you ask me.
Yeah, trying to keep it easy. All right, let's see. What we got? All right, so let's give me 1 second. Let me share my screen. Let's see what I got. All right, let me know when you can see that, Nadia.
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, cool. All right, so bam, now we're in the 4th month, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, to tap in on this a little bit. So the 4th month, right? It's called, we call it the 4th month. It's also known as Tammuz. Personally, I don't like to say that. But the 4th month is represented by a door, kind of like the 4th letter, which will be the Dalet. All right. So in Hebrew tradition, the number 4 represents wholeness, stability, or open doors, as the Most High only can produce. For example, an open door to a new month, a new season, which is the summer. There's a lot of things to look at. Bringing us to the point. Watch what your eyes see. So in this season, we want to watch what your eyes see, right? And you want to guard your heart. Pull Proverbs 4:23.
Ah.
Oh, it's right here. I had it.
You said Proverbs 4:23?
Yes, sir.
God, it's the book of Proverbs, chapter 4 and verse 23, and it reads, "Keep thy heart with all diligence,
Mm-hmm.
for out of it are the issues of life."
Right. So you want to keep your heart with all diligence, right? So protect your heart. Ask the Most High to protect your heart. That's what keeps you on the straight and narrow. When your heart posture is set correctly. All right. Also, to pinpoint the point about watching what we do watch and what we consume with our eyes, etc., go to Job 31:1.
Khan, this is the book of Job, chapter 31 and verse 1. "I made a covenant with mine eyes. Why then should I think upon a maid?"
So the point being is making a covenant with your eyes. So to stop you from whichever. It's like give me a second. Yeah, but it's to what you call it? It's to understand. You want to guard your eyes so you don't have things coming into your eyes, your psyche, etc., or to your heart that is detrimental to you. We can see things and we can covet, we can lust after things in a negative sense, etc., and this can put us in straits, etc. So this could stop us from an ultimate prize at the end if we get caught up in our sight or falling victim to what the flesh wants or what our eyes want, right? Let's see. Yeah, you got anything on that, family?
Ah.
All right, cool. All right.
This
So awesome.
also warns you about
Say
that as well. And the wisdom of Sirach also warns you about that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Take that eye from a beautiful woman.
That too. The whole point of being too is watching what you see, because that can get you caught up, right? Whether it can be, you can see people with new cars with lots of money. You can see jewelry, gaudy things, and it can change your heart posture to something negative, to covetousness, strife, etc. So you got to watch what goes into your eyes.
Ah.
All right. Let's see. So now, question being, the 4th month is also known by a Babylonian name called Tammuz, which is also a deity in the scriptures, or a pagan god, right? So where does the name Tammuz come from? If you don't mind, read that on the screen, or you can pull Exodus 23.
I'll read it off the screen. Where does the name Tammuz come from? Exodus 23, verse 13. And in all things that I have said unto you, be circumspect, and make no mention of the name of other gods, neither let it be heard out of thy mouth.
Right. So this is one reason why personally too, I do not like to say that. I go with the 4th month. And also these things weren't always called this. They were added later. Hence that name Tammuz comes from the Babylonian captivity. At least that's what I was led to believe, and I'll explain why shortly. So let's see. So to show where Tammuz came from, we'll show biblical evidence first, right? So the 4th month got its pagan name during or after the Babylonian captivity. Why? Because before the exile, months were usually identified by the number, right? 1st month, 2nd month, 3rd, etc., etc. Let's get an example of those. Nadia, do me a favor. Pull Exodus 12 and 2, or you can read it on the screen either way. But those
Exodus
are
12 and 2.
Yeah, those are the 3 examples I do want.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 12 and verse 2, and it reads, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months, and it shall be the 1st month of the year to you.
Salaka, you can stop right there. All right, so once again, we see right there, before the captivity of Babylon, 1st month, 2nd month, 3rd, etc., right? So there's the proof that we used to go by the numbers, right? Also in Exodus 19 and 1, read that.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 19, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
In the 3rd month, when the children of Israel were gone forth out of the land of Egypt, the same day came they into the wilderness of Sinai.
And the last one would be Jeremiah 39 and 2.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 39, verse 2. And in the 11th year of Zedekiah, in the 4th month, the 9th day of the month, the city was broken up.
Right. So if you see the same theme with all of these scriptures, once again, before the Babylonian captivity, they were all numbered by month. They didn't have the names per se. All right, so let's see. All right, so, but in the books written during and after the exile, Babylonian names appear, hence Nisan, Caslu, Adar, etc., etc. Now, let's see if we can get... All right, so this is after. Do me a favor, read Nehemiah 2 and 1. It really just run through all of these if you don't mind. And the point being is to show that after the captivity, these names appeared.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 2, verse 1. And it came to pass in the month of Nisan, in the 12th year of Artaxerxes, the king, that wine was before him, and I took up the wine, and gave it unto the king, and now I had not been before time sad in his presence. Now Nehemiah 1 and 1, and it reads, The words of Nehemiah, the son of Hakaliah, and it came to pass in the month of Caslu, in the 12th year, as I was in Shushan, the palace. And now we're going to Esther 3 and 13. And the letters were sent by the post unto all the king's provinces, to destroy, to kill, and to cause to perish all Jews, both young and old, little children and women, in one day, even upon the 13th day of the 12th month, which is the month Adar, and to take the spoil of them for a prey.
Right. So point being is after the post captivity, that's when these pop up. So we don't know if we got them during the Babylonian captivity and just kept them with us. That's more than likely what happened. Or if it just came after. Not all the way sure, but we don't see this before this captivity. So that leads me to believe too. We picked up these names from our captors. All right. So now switching over from the biblical evidence to historical evidence. If you don't mind, matter of fact, I'll read that part. So historians and modern scholars note that these months' names are very similar to the Babylonian calendar. So you got the word what comes from Nisan. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I got the spellings up. So the first one, of course, that's where Nissan comes from, and that's an old Arcadian name, excuse me, where it comes from, and that gets derived from earlier language from Samaria, etc. So these things weren't from us originally. So as you got the Nissan, and then you have the second example in Tammuz, the third example for Elu, where it comes from, and Adar, the last example, which that one comes from. So all these names were very similar. These come from the Babylonian captivity originally. And these are the names that we picked up and carried over with us to explain and name our months. And do me a favor and read that one, Nadia, from the top.
Khan. Tammuz isn't in the Bible as a month name, but it is mentioned as a pagan deity.
All right, so in the pagan deity, you can find that, of course, in Ezekiel 8:14. It says, "Then he brought me to the door of the gate of the Lord's house, which was toward the north. And behold, there sat a woman weeping for Tammuz." They used to do a lot of sacrifices for fertility, etc., which is idolatry. And all these idolatrous practice, women would, they would cry because of, things would happen to Tammuz and things of that sort. So they showed their type of allegiance through these things, which ultimately was idolatry. All right. And at the bottom it says it's only found in later ancient writings and calendars. The writings of Flavius Josephus are a good example for this. And that's just to elaborate on the Tammuz being a deity, etc. You got anything on that, family?
Nah, it's making sense. I'm tracking.
All right, so now for the theme of the whole thing. So what we want to do is we want to watch what our eyes see this month. Now, the reason I use this example is because this happened in the month of, in the fourth month. Hence, Exodus 32 with the golden calf. And it'll make sense in a minute about watching, our eyes and keeping a fix on what we consume. So Exodus 32, we're just gonna kind of run through and read the chapter. We'll breeze through the parts we don't really need to read, and we'll go from there. So if you don't mind, go to Exodus 32, and we're gonna start from the top.
Come. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 32, starting at verse 1, and it reads, "And when the people saw that Moses delayed to come down out of the mount, the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron and said unto him, Up, make us gods, which shall go before us. For as for this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, he wot not what is become of him." Verse 2, "And Aaron said unto them, Break off the golden earrings, which are in the ears of your wives, of your sons, and of your daughters, and bring them unto me. And all the people brake off their golden earrings which were in their ears, and brought them unto Aaron. And he received them at their hand, and fashioned it with a graven tool, after he had made it a molten calf. And they said, These be thy gods, O Israel, which have brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. And when Aaron saw it, he built an altar before it. And Aaron made proclamation and said, Tomorrow is a feast to the Lord." Verse 6, "And they rose up early on the morrow, and offered burnt offerings, and brought peace offerings. And the people sat down to eat and to drink, and rose up to play."
All right, Salaki. So 1 through 6 is the people pretty much demanded a visible God, right? It took Moses a while to come down from the mountain, so everybody kind of got shaky. So the people grew impatient, and they asked Aaron to make a god for them. And Aaron collected all the gold, and he made that calf for them, right? Once again, with their eyes seeing, is making them impatient, right? Which hence breeds other things. All right. Pick up at verse 7, if you don't mind. Go 7 through 10.
Con. Just read it straight through, or you want me to pause for any points?
Mm, you can read it straight through. I'll jump in if I need to.
Con. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 32, starting at verse 7, and it reads, And the Lord said unto Moses, Go, get thee down, for thy people, which thou broughtest out of the land of Egypt, have corrupted themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They have turned aside quickly out of the way which I commanded them. They have made them a molten calf, and have worshipped it, and have sacrificed thereunto, and said, These be thy gods, O Israel, which have brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. And the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. Now therefore let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them, and that I may consume them, and I will make of thee a great nation.
So simply was put, Most High just tells Moses, informs him of Israel's sin. He told him, hey, look, they turned quickly from my commandments. And fast, I'm finna get rid of them, make a nation out of you. All right. But then, of course, Moses intercedes, as we know. Do me a favor, pick up at 11 and go through 14.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 32, verse 11, and it reads, And Moses besought the Lord his God, and said, Lord, why doth thy wrath wax hot against thy people, which thou hast brought forth out of the land of Egypt with great power, and with a mighty hand? Therefore should the Egyptians speak and say, For mischief did he bring them out, to slay them in the mountains, and to consume them from the face of the earth? Turn from thy fierce wrath, and repent of this evil against thy people. Verse 13, Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, thy servants, to whom thou swearest by thy own self, and saidst unto them, I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven, and all this land that I have spoken of will I give unto your seed, and they shall inherit it forever. Verse 14, And the Lord repented of the evil which he thought to do unto his people.
Right. Okay, cool. So simple. Moses pleaded with the Most High, right? Appealing to the Most High's promises and his reputation for him not to destroy, his fellow brother. Pretty simple, right? But all this starts too, once again, from the eyes. They seen something was taking too long. They grew impatient, right? Hence, then they started to add sin upon sin. Hey, we need a God. We need, X, Y, Z. So here's, this gold. They build a calf. They start, dancing and partying and praying to the calf, things of that sort. So they're going way off by something simple as, their eyes. Go ahead and pick up from 15 to 19.
Exodus chapter 32, verse 15, and it reads, And Moses turned and went down from the mount, and the 2 tablets of the testimony were in his hand. The tables were written on both their sides, and on one side and on the other were they written. And the tables were the work of God, and the writing was the writing of God, graven unto the table. And when Joshua heard the noise of the people as they shouted, he said unto Moses, There is a noise of war in the camp. And he said, It is not the voice of them that shout for mastery, neither is it the voice of them that cry for being overcome, but the noise of them that sing do I hear. And it came to pass, as soon as he came nigh unto the camp, that he saw the calf and the dancing. And Moses' anger waxed hot, and he cast the tables out of his hands, and brake them beneath the mount. And he took the calf which they had made, and burned it in the fire, and ground it to powder, and it strawed it upon the water, and it made the children of Israel drink of it.
Right? So Moses breaks the tablets in these couple verses, right? So when he came down the mountain, he saw the dance and the idolatry, and he broke the tablets. Also, it's symbolic for Israel once again breaking the commandments, right? Also, he destroyed the golden calf. He crushed it and made Israel drink it. All right. All right. So going to the next. Go to the 21 through 21, 24.
Comes book of Exodus, chapter 32, starting at verse 21. And Moses said unto Aaron, What did this people unto thee, that thou hast brought so great a sin upon them? And Aaron said, Let not the anger of the Lord wax hot. Thou knowest the Lord, that they are set on mischief. For they said unto me, Make us gods, which shall go before us. For as for this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we wot not what is become of him. And I said unto them, Whosoever hath any gold, let them break it off. So they gave it to me. Then I cast into the fire, and there came out of this calf.
So Moses confronts Aaron, and Aaron gives a very weak excuse to why he did this and fashioned this calf and partook in all this. Right. Moving on, 25 through 29.
This book of Exodus, chapter 32, starting at verse 25. And when Moses saw that the people were naked, for Aaron had made them naked unto their shame among their enemies, then Moses stood on the slide.
No, I was just saying, made him through sin. Go ahead.
Verse 26. Then Moses stood in the gate of the camp and said, Who is on the Lord's side? Let him come unto me. And all the sons of Levi gathered themselves together unto him.
Right.
And he said unto them, Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, Put every man his sword by his side, and go in and out from the gate to gate throughout the camp, and slay every man his brother, and every man his companion, and every man his neighbor. And the children of Levi did according to the word of Moses. And there fell of the people that day about 3,000 men. For Moses has said, Consecrate yourselves today to the Lord, even every man upon his son and upon his brother, that he may bestow upon you a blessing this day.
Right. So even just from something that started with their eyes and being impatient and them not walking by faith but by sight, this got 3,000 people killed. Right. So keeping your eyes single, keeping it on the Most High, this helps at all times. Because once again, when you don't, you get impatient. You take things in your own hand. You don't want your life to fall into your own hand, like David says in Psalms 119, 109. I think it's 109. So the last part of this verse, we're on verse 30 and close it out from there. And this is just Moses once again interceding again. Then we'll try to make a connection.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 32, starting at verse 30. And it came to pass on the morrow that Moses said unto the people, Ye have sinned a great sin. And now I will go up unto the Lord. Peradventure I shall make an atonement for your sin. And Moses returned unto the Lord and said, Oh, this people have sinned a great sin, and have made them gods of gold. Yet now, if thou wilt forgive their sin, and if not, blot me, I pray thee, out of thy book which thou hast written. And the Lord said unto Moses, Whosoever have sinned against me, him will I blot out of my book. Therefore now go, lead the people unto the place of which I have spoken unto thee. Behold, my angel shall go before thee. Nevertheless, in the day when I will visit their sin upon them. And the Lord plagued the people because they made the calf which Aaron made.
All praise. I appreciate you reading that. All right, so moving on. Now, the point being is all this happened too because they made the golden calf, right? Because they wasn't operating from a faith standpoint, just what they could see and feel at that time, right? And that got 3,000 people killed. It almost got them wiped out, etc. So Moses interceded and helped them out. All this went back to the eyes, the lust of the eyes, etc. Now, John 10:10, right? Because the thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. Right? I want to focus on that part because I don't. I guess you could expect some thievery from this. It's just it's possible it can happen, and this can come in the form of stealing attention. Well, excuse me, the house of time stealing your attention, placing distractions in place, shifting your perspective to your circumstance, creeping in with doubt, pressures, etc. Then pushing one to take matters into their own hands, as we seen with the children of Israel at the Mount, instead of waiting on the Most High, right? Because we feel the Most High is taking too long, or whatever our our thought process may be at that time. By doing this, we make ourselves an idol / our God, which means we become like our forefathers did, right? Go to Psalms 115, start at verse 4.
Is it that's what's on the screen?
Yeah, let me see. Yes, sir. I think. Yeah.
Okay, it's the book of Songs, chapter 115, starting at verse 4.
No, Salakia, it's not on the screen.
Okay.
On the screen, excuse me.
I'll pull that up real quick.
Yeah, that's what. And this is just showing that, what I'm saying, when you don't listen, what I'm saying, what happened with the idols. And this is actually going back, a callback to what happened at that time.
This is the book of Songs, chapter 115, starting at verse 4. The idols are silver and gold, and the work of men's hands.
Mm-hmm.
They have mouths, but they speak not. Eyes have they, but they see not. They have ears, but they hear not. Noses have they, but they smell not. They have hands, but they handle not. Feet have they, but they walk not. Neither speak they through their throat. Neither speak they through their throat. They that make them are like unto them. So is everyone that trusteth in them.
Read verse 8 again.
Verse 8 again. They that make them are like unto them.
Mm-hmm.
So is everyone that trusteth in them.
So that's what I'm saying. When you shift your perspective and try to take things into your own hands, you become that idol. And then hence you're just like that idol, or just like our forefathers was in Egypt, right? Now let's see. Remembering this, do you got anything on that, family?
Shalakia, I got a precept.
Yes, sir.
Just to back up what you're saying. James chapter 1 and verse 2 through 4.
Let's see. This is your book of James, chapter 1. You said 2 through 4, correct? Because my brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing.
See, they lost their patience. Like it got on the screen, they became impatient. Their faith was wavering. They didn't know what was going on with Moses. They didn't know what the Most High was doing. They wanted something immediate. They wanted immediate gratification. And if their faith was up to par, they could have sat there patiently, and they wouldn't have wanted for anything.
True, exactly, agree. Once again, the eyes, the lust of the eyes took it away. That's why you got to watch your eyes and watch what you set in front of them. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Also, think about it like this. All right, let's see. Going back to the left, where the first Hebrew letter, all right, meaning strength for your blessings, right? So when you truly walk with the Most High, you get blessed, right? You can see and you can hear. Do me a favor, read Matthew 13 and 16. Just like those idols, remember, they couldn't see, they couldn't hear, they couldn't talk, they couldn't do anything, right? They were nothing.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 13 and verse 16, and it reads, "But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear."
Right, because you can hear, right? So using this spiritual gift, right, to discern and to keep focus on the Most High, your eyes are like magnifying glasses, right? Whatever you put them on, if you put them on the Lord's righteousness, it's going to magnify that. Same thing with evil. If you put them on evil, then it's going to magnify that. So going back to the point, you have to watch what you watch, so to speak. So guard your heart, guard your eyes. Focus on the good news of the Lord versus the bad news of the world. All right. When you do that, you should magnify good things. All right. You got anything to add to that, family?
Nah, that's just a great point. That's why they tell us to store our treasures up in heaven.
Right. Exactly. All right. All right. Moving on. Do me a favor. Start from the top, and I'm gonna run down with you.
Oh, read the screen from the top.
Yeah, if you don't mind, 'cause that's what I want y'all to consider. Go ahead.
Consider when we left Egypt, Exodus 12 and 35. The Most High blessed us as promised in Genesis 15, verses 13 through 14.
Salakia too. So the Most High blessed us with a gang of stuff. He flooded us with jewels, gold, silver, clothes, as compensation for years of unfair wages in Egypt, right? Just as He promised. Matter of fact, let's get that Genesis 15 because that's the promise. 15 and 13.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 15. And start at verse 13.
Yes, sir.
And it reads, And he said unto Abram, Know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years.
Mm-hmm.
And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge, and afterwards shall they come out with great substance.
Most High is a man that He shall not lie, right? And He don't change. He said it, and here it is that is happening, right? We already left, and we had a great abundance of all these riches and things with us, clothes, jewels, cattle, etc. We were good, right? And of course, this was due to the unfair wages and how we got treated in Egypt. Excuse me. Let's see.
Oh.
All right. Also, I just thought you can look at it as a judgment on Egypt. But going back to the gold, so the gold and other valuables the Most High provided was for the use of the temple construction, like the mercy seat, the Ark of the Covenant, the golden lampstand, etc. And some of the gold was misused, which we seen it got used to make the calf, showing you that you produce what is in your heart, or aka what's in your eyes, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what we got? All right, so cool. We ain't gonna use that one no more. Now I want to get one more example. I think I'm gonna let y'all be after that. All right. Stop sharing. All right, cool. All right, do me a favor, family. If you don't mind, go to go to Numbers 13. We're gonna kind of shift through this. So the point being that I'm trying to tie together too, it's what you see that kind of gets you, thrown off. We're gonna touch on that in a second.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the second example, going into this is the chapter 13 of Numbers. What's going on at this particular moment? 12 spies were sent from each tribe, right, into Canaan to, go scout out the land to see, how it was, the people, etc. As we're finna read. You can take off on that whenever you're ready, family.
Start at the top.
Yes, sir.
That's the book of Numbers, chapter 13, starting at the top. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Send now men, that they may search the land of Canaan, which I give unto the children of Israel. Of every tribe of their fathers shall you send a man, every one a ruler among them. And Moses, by the commandment of the Lord, sent them from the wilderness of Paran. All these men were heads of the children of Israel. And these were the names of the tribe of Reuben, Shemua the son of Zakur. Of the tribe of Simeon, Shaphat the son of Hori. Of the tribe of Judah, Caleb the son of Jephunneh. Of the tribe of Issachar, Gagel.
Keep that in mind too. Verse 6, Caleb, right? Tribe of Judah, right? Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. And of the tribe of Issachar, Igal, the son of Joseph. Another tribe of Ephraim, Hosea, the son of Nun. On the tribe of
Like
Benjamin,
number,
Hosea.
no, you good, Slakia. Verse 6 and verse 8. Remember those two names, Caleb and Hosea, right? Go ahead.
Another tribe of Reuben, Palti, the son of Raphu. And of the tribe of Zebulun, Gadil, the son of Sadi. Another tribe of Joseph, namely of the tribe of Manasseh, Gadi, the son of Susai. Of the tribe of Dan, Amiel, the son of Gamali. And of the tribe of Asher, Sathur, the son of Michael. And of the tribe of Naphtali, Nabi, the son of Zephosai. And of the tribe of Gad, Guel, the son of Makai. These are the names of the men which Moses sent to spy out the land. And Moses called Hosea, the son of Nun, Jehoshua.
So Slakia, did y'all peep that? Connect verse 8. Is it 8? Yeah, 8 and 16 together. So read verse 8 again.
Verse 8, of the tribe of Ephraim, Hosea, the son of Nun.
Right. Who's also, we know, son of Nun. What's another name for him? Joshua, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Moses renamed Hosea to Joshua. Yehoshua is Joshua. Now he renamed him too. I'm gonna say, Hosea it means salvation, and when he renamed him to God is salvation, or God is my salvation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he just renamed him, and that's who we have with Joshua. So we got Caleb and Joshua. Those two were among those 12 spies, right? So keep that in mind. Verse 17.
Verse 17, and Moses sent them to spy out the land of Canaan, and said unto them, Get you up this way southward, and go up into the mountains, and see the land what it is, and the people that dwell therein, whether they be strong or weak, few or many, and what the land is that they dwell in, whether it be good or bad, and what cities they be that they dwell in, whether in tents or in strongholds.
Right, Salakia. So the whole point was they were instructed, the spies were instructed to go out to examine the city, the people, the cities, the how fertile the soil was, the fruit of the land. And the Most High knew the land already, right? This is more so for Israel's benefit, right? They want to see if the people were strong or weak, how they were going to overcome these people, etc. Keep reading.
Starting at verse 20.
Yes, sir.
And what the land is, whether it be fat or lean, whether there be wood therein or not.
Mm-hmm.
And be ye of good courage, and bring of the fruit of the land. Now the time was the time of the first strip grapes. So they went up and searched the land from the wilderness of Zin unto Rehob, as men come from Hamath.
Slakia. All right, cool. So real quick, in the other ones, when they did search the land and they came to see, that the fruit was good, etc., etc. The Most High already said this. He told us this was going to be that. So let's get some of the Most High's words. Go to Exodus 3 and 8.
Exodus 3 and 8?
Yes, sir.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 3, starting at verse 8. And it reads, And I came down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians, and to bring them up out of the land unto a good land and a large, unto a land flowing with milk and honey, unto the place of the Canaanites, and the Hittites, and the Amorites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites.
Right. So he said he's going to bring us to a land that was plentiful, right? Flowing with milk and honey, etc., right?
Mm-hmm.
Doubling back to Numbers 13, I think he was at 22.
Khan.
Do me a favor. You can skip over 22 and pick up at 23.
Okay, Khan, this is the book of Numbers, chapter 13. I'm starting at verse 23, and it reads, And they came unto the brook of Eshcol, and cut down from whence a branch with one cluster of grapes, and they bare it between two upon a staff. And they brought of the pomegranate and the figs.
Right. So understanding this, picture this. Me and Nadia, we go cut down a cluster of grapes, and then we got to put it on one of our staffs, a walking stick or whatever. We got to tie it to the middle and put it between us and chuck it back to camp, etc. This how big the grapes was and how plentiful the land was. It had everything we needed and then some, right? Just like how the Most High said. But let's see what the Most High said. Can you read?
Verse 24. The place was called the brook Eshcol, because of the clusters of grapes which the children of Israel cut down from thence. And they returned from the searching of the land after 40 days. And they went and came to Moses and to Aaron and to all the congregation of the children of Israel until the wilderness of Paran to Kadesh, and brought back word unto them and unto all the congregation, and showed them the fruit of the land. And they told him and said, We came unto the land whither thou sentest us, and surely it floweth with milk and honey.
So like surely it flows with milk and honey. Right? Just like the Most High said, right? We know he's not a man that's not gonna lie, so we need to lean on to him. Right? And not trust our own ways and our own understanding, and trust in our own eyes at times, right? Go ahead.
Verse 28. Nevertheless, the people be strong that dwelleth in the land, and the cities are walled and very great. And moreover, we saw the children of Anak there.
All right. Who is this? Go ahead.
The Amalekites dwell in the land of the south. The Hittites and the Jebusites and the Amorites dwell in the mountains. And the Canaanites dwell by the sea and by the coast of Jordan. And Caleb stilled the people before Moses and said, Let us go up at once and possess it, for we are well able to overcome it.
Right. Now he said that for a reason, a very specific reason, but go ahead.
Verse 31. But the men that went up with him said, We be not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we. And they brought
it's like you're right then and there, right? That's it's interesting. Let's see. Well, I don't have the slide, but all right. So we got Caleb, and then we got, it doesn't say Joshua, so we'll just say 10 other spies, right, from Israel. 10 of them are saying what? Let's not go up there. Showing what? Their unbelief, right? Which caused them to do adding a sin, meaning their unbelief led to fear, which caused murmuring, which caused rebellion, right? And it ultimately cost them something for doing all that. So that's why I said they were adding sin upon sin. And it all started from the unbelief. The Most High told them one thing and told him to go do it. He went as far as telling Moses he was going to be with him when this happened in Exodus 33. All right, so let's see. Notice, go back up to verse 30, because there was a very different answer posed by Caleb. Go ahead.
Back to Numbers chapter 13, verse 30.
Yes, sir.
And Caleb stilled the people before Moses and said, Let us go up at once and possess it, for we are well able to overcome it.
Said we're well able. Why? Because he's remembering the callback of what the Most High said. He's trusting in the Most High, right? So the real test was faith, simple and plain, not what you can see. So all 12 spies saw the same thing. They saw the same land. They saw the same fruit, the same cities. They saw the same giants. But still, they all reached different conclusions. 10 spies said, we're not able to go up. Caleb had a different answer and said, let's go at once, right? Why did Caleb say this? Go to Exodus 23 and 27. I think that's what I want. Let's see.
I think that's what you want.
Run that, please.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 23, starting at verse 27, and it reads, I will send my fear before thee, and will destroy all the people to whom thou shalt come, and I will make all thy enemies turn their backs unto thee. Right.
So this is what the Most High said, right? So this is why Caleb had such a I don't know, fierce determination just to, hey, let's keep pushing through. All right. Also, go to Exodus, go to 34 and 24. I think it's saying the same thing. Just wanted to get another witness on that. That's all. 34 and 24 in Exodus. Bible Cashapp.
Book of Exodus, chapter 34 and verse 24, and it reads,
Yeah.
For I will cast out the nations before thee, and enlarge thy borders. Neither shall any man desire thy land, when thou shalt go up to appear before the Lord thy God thrice in the year.
Caleb said, let's go up at once, right? So this
Mhm.
is one of the reasons why he said this, right? Also, he said, when I said he, the Most High said that he would go with them, right? Go to that Exodus 33 and go to 14.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 33, starting at verse 14. And he said, My presence shall go with thee, and I will give thee rest.
Read that one more time. He said his what? His presence will go with thee, right?
Con,
All
and
right,
I
so
will
that means,
give thee rest.
right, so that means the Most High is with them. Lord is with you, who can be against you?
Mhm.
So showing unbelief once again, right? That's what hindered them right here, right? Because of what they seen. They seen giants, they seen like, oh man, we might be, outmanned, etc., or whatever. They walked on sight, right? They got nervous, that unbelief caused that murmuring, hence rebellion, and we'll see how it turned out. So even after the bad report, Joshua and Caleb stood on faith once again. Now look what they said to the people. Go back to Numbers, go to chapter 14 and start at 8 and go 8 through 9.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 14, starting at verse 8, and it reads, For the Lord delight in us, then he will bring us unto this land, and give it us, a land which floweth with milk and honey.
Just like you said, keep going.
Only rebel not ye against the Lord, neither fear ye the people of the land, for they are bread for us. Their defense is departed from them, and the Lord is with us. Fear them not.
Right. So even after all the promises, the reassurance, everything, right? Those when the 10 of those spies, right, they seen those giants, they believed their eyes more than the words of the Most High. All right. But Joshua and Caleb believed every word that proceeded out of the Most High's mouth instead of their eyes, which later blessed them, right? Both in the form of them being able to receive the land that the Most High gave. So I can give me a second. All right, cool.
Oh, God.
Um, let's see. Now, just to show that they got in there, my fault. Jump to verse 30, just to show both of them, they both got in there.
From 14?
Yeah, matter of fact, do I want that at this moment? Hold on, let's see. Do 24 and then jump to 30.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 14, verse 24. But my servant Caleb, because he had another spirit with him, and hath followed me fully, him will I bring unto the land whereunto he went, and his seed shall possess it.
So what's that even mean? Right? Said, but my servant Caleb, because he had another spirit with him. What's that mean? Because he had Joshua with him, he had some angels with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that actually referring to? It's showing the spirit that he had compared to the other spies, save Joshua. He had a spirit of belief. Everybody else had a spirit of unbelief. Hence, once they got to the point, that's why they said, let's not go up. They seen them giants, they got to thinking, their mind started playing tricks, and it's like, nah, let's not do this. That unbelief, right, could take you out. That's why it's important. That's why keeping the laws and coupled with faith is the same thing, because unbelief is the beginning that will make you apostate, meaning it just pull you away from God. Let's see.
Ready for verse 30?
Yeah, it's like it. Go back. Yeah, go to 30.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 14, and verse 30. Doubtless ye shall not come into the land, concerning which I swear to make you dwell therein, save Caleb the son of Jephunneh, and 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 Joshua the son of Nun.
Right. Now, what happened with that is because they got to see, you know what I'm saying, that land. Of course, Joshua had to lead Israel through the Jordan River over that into Canaan, etc. But ultimately, they both got the land, right? While the rest of the adult Israelites of that generation that came out of Egypt anyway, they all died in the wilderness due to their unbelief, right? What their eyes couldn't see, etc. That's what made them ultimately lose access to the land, right? Now, this is for all of us. Go to Hebrews 3 and 12. I'm finna wrap this up.
You said Hebrews 3 and 12?
Yeah. So to tie this in with, what your eyes see, because all this comes from your eyes seeing, and what you don't guard your eyes against, things can unfold as such.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 3, starting at verse 12, and it reads, "Take heed, brethren, lest there be in any of you an evil heart of unbelief."
An evil heart of what?
Of unbelief.
Would it make you what? It's going to make you do what? Can you read?
And departing from the living God.
Right. So why is it called an evil heart? Nadia, you know?
There ain't no faith there. Ain't no trust in the Most High there.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Just say it differently, but you're 100% right. All it is because the unbelief is just refusing to do or to trust what the Most High has said, right? Mm-hmm. And then this happens. Jump down to verse 19.
Verse 19, Hebrews 3 and 19, and it reads, "So we see that they could not enter in because of unbelief."
Right, and that's a callback, a direct callback on that Exodus, and you can tie in Numbers with that as well. But they didn't believe. They didn't receive it because of the unbelief, right? So unbelief can keep you out of certain things. So the eyes started with unbelief, right, which led to fear, which led to murmuring, which ultimately led to rebellion, right, causing them no interest to the promised land, right? So in these two examples, unbelief is the common denominator. In Exodus 32, unbelief led to sin, right, the golden calf. Numbers chapter 13 and 14, unbelief led to the rejecting of the promised land, right? So the whole point of this is, as children of the Most High and children of the living God, we can't let fear, circumstance, or whatever our eyes see cause us to distrust the Most High. It can cost us everything at the end. So you have to watch what you take in your eyes, all right? But with that being said, too, I don't have too much more. Nadia, if you had anything.
I don't want to beat a dead horse. He brought it out plain.
True. It'll work. All right, well, that's all we had, too. I don't know if Knock going to jump back on. Give me one sec.
Nah, he out of here.
Gone. That's too easy. Grab that Daniel's 7 and 18. We're going to close it out.
Get to Daniel. That's a great lesson, okay?
No, I appreciate it. That's all praise to the Most High.
It's the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 18, and it reads, "But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever." Mashiach Yahawashi.
All praises. And we appreciate y'all, man, spending y'all new moon with us just for the little bit of time y'all did. We appreciate y'all attentiveness, y'all love, gratitude. Thank you for that. Hopefully you was edified. I'm your servant, Keziah.
I'm your brother Nadia.
Already, and we the Anointed House of Saints. Shalom.
Shalom.
This is not a test.
Like skin. black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black music, black music, black music, black music. What up? Black music, black